In this video, we're going to review the configuration of the Trusted Network Locations feature of Specops Authentication. With Trusted Network Locations, users can be explicitly allowed or denied access to components of Specops Authentication based on their public IP address, or have their multi-factor authentication requirements reduced when connecting from a trusted network location. Trusted Network Locations are configured from the Specops Authentication admin web here. IP addresses can be added as a list of either individual IPs or ranges. In this case, we will grab our current IP address from the text here on the right, give it a name, and add it to the list. Note in the bottom right, our current IP is now trusted. Now that we have populated our list of trusted network locations, we can begin to adjust users' access to Specops Authentication based on their network location. We will begin by modifying the enrollment policy to allow enrollment only from trusted network locations. Setting this option will prevent new user enrollments or enrolled users from modifying their enrollments when connecting from an untrusted location. Here we'll transition to show the end user experience if attempting to access the enrollment page from a location that is no longer trusted. They will be prompted to enter their username, and upon doing so, will be informed that they cannot sign into the resource because they are not connecting from a trusted network location. We will now switch back to the admin web and show how we can leverage trusted network locations to modify multi-factor authentication requirements for specific products, in this case Specops uReset. As we configure the Specops uReset policy, we can now add trusted network location to the policy and assign it a star weight just as any other identity service. It is important when adding the trusted network location identity service to consider the total stars required for enrollment and authentication to ensure they will work for users connecting from both trusted and untrusted locations. In this case, we're going to add an additional 2 stars to the required weight for enrollment, thus ensuring when users enroll, they collect enough stars that they can later authenticate whether they connect from either a trusted or untrusted network location. We'll now jump and show a user experience resetting their password using uReset from a trusted network location. Upon entering the username here, the user will automatically be granted the 2 stars from the policy that were allotted from the Trusted Network Location Identity Service. This in turn reduces the number of stars the user must collect manually before they complete authentication and are able to reset their password. We'll now show the same experience from a user coming from an untrusted network location. After entering their username, there will be no indication of the Trusted Network Locations Identity Service. The user must collect stars based solely on the other identity services listed on the page. Coming back to the admin web, we will now take a look at what happens when we mark the Trusted Network Location Identity Service as required. When we do this, users will now be unable to authenticate to this product, in this case uReset, when coming from an untrusted network location. With Trusted Network Location now required, the experience does not change for users from trusted locations. However, a user from an untrusted network location, upon entering their username, will see a message indicating they cannot access this resource because they are not connecting from a trusted network location.